He's worn out. He says, you know what? I can't do this anymore. 3.5 years of doing what God told me to do. And what do I have to show for it? Nothing. And so you know what Elijah did? He quit. No 2 weeks notice, nothing. Just packed up his stuff and walked out of the office, right? He's done. He's out of here. Rather than standing his ground anymore, Elijah says, you know what? I'm done. And Elijah runs away. How many of you guys have ever done that in some area of your life? You know, you're facing trouble and you know what? You're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done fighting. I'm just going to run away from my problems. I'm going to hide from my problems. Well, that's what Elijah's doing here. God had called him to be a prophet to the northern kingdom of Israel, but Elijah abandoned his post. He left the kingdom of Israel and he went as far away as he possibly could, all the way down to the desert of Arabia. You know what Elijah's doing here? He's pulling a Jonah, isn't he? You guys remember Jonah, right? God told Jonah, go to Nineveh and preach to the Assyrians. And Jonah was like, I don't really want to. And so Jonah got on a boat going the opposite direction from where God called him to be. He was running away from God's calling for his life. And that's exactly what Elijah's doing right here. Now, how do I know that? How do I know that Elijah is abandoning his post? Well, here's why. Look at what it says in verse 9. He came to this cave, he lodged in it, and behold, the word of the Lord came to him and said, what are you doing here, Elijah? In other words, Elijah doesn't belong here. This isn't where Elijah is supposed to be. Elijah's place is in Israel. His calling from God didn't change just because things got hard. Guys, let me say that to you. That's true for you and me as well. Do you know that? Your calling from God doesn't change just because things get hard.